Why aren't you dead? Multiples.
What's going on, everyone? It is Mod with Mrs. Mod. Welcome back to the channel, and I appreciate you guys tapping in today. We are going over the highly anticipated Mickey 17, directed by the legendary Bong Joon-Ho, you know, the genius behind Parasite. I caught the trailer and I immediately knew this was a film. I wanted to go in a little bit more blind, and honestly, I'm glad I did. No type of pre-research, just a general word of mouth. So what's Mickey 17? It's honestly, we got Robert Pattinson. He plays, I mean, all of them essentially. And even though we're mainly following 17 and 18, they're all clones. They are expendable workers sent out to establish a new colony off of Earth. And while the concept may give vibes of other sci-fi flicks, trust me, this one honestly stands on its own. Since this is based on a book, I mean, you can tell there's a lot of thought put into the world building behind the immediate plot, and essentially it's about how humanity could really push its limits with the technology backing of it. Example, there's an airborne disease on a new planet, you can send out Mickey. You want to see how the body reacts to certain elements and environments, you send out Mickey. Again, and if he dies, that's no problem. You're able to go ahead and make a new one with memories intact so you can collect that data and move forward with it. But the conflict really builds when Mickey, well, he assumed he was dead, wakes up and there's already a replacement in his spot. And things get, let's just say, complicated. Rules exist for a reason, and this one is a big one. I'm just gonna leave it there. And what follows is a journey of two Mickeys really trying to prove that despite being expendable, that they both deserve to exist.
Let's talk about this cast. No weak links here. Shout out to Robert Pattinson, who absolutely killed this role. Now, I gotta admit, the only thing I've seen him in before this was Twilight. I know, don't judge me, I can hear it now. But seeing him play a role that's both funny and chaotic was so entertaining. But Naomi Ackie, yeah, she was a standout. Funny, fierce, and engaging every time she was on screen. And let's not forget Mark Ruffalo. That man had me cracking up. I mean, the way he was delivering his lines had me like, sir, what are you even saying? But at the core of this film, it's a moral dilemma. Mickey knows he's messed up in his past life, so now he's in full survival mode, right? We get glimpses of the other Mickeys, but not really enough, and this is where the movie stumbles a bit. The frequent flashbacks and past events can get a little muddled, but the film does manage to reel us back into the present before losing us completely. What really stuck with me was it was a deeper message. Mickey 17, it critiques how people can be exploited for the greater good, whether for capitalism, greed, or survival. And it really makes you wonder, how far would we go to advance ourselves or the next world we live in? And
just real quick about the visuals, I believe this was one of the highest budgeted movies so far this year, well over 100 million. And honestly, the set pieces were stunning. They really transport you into this world, giving you enough to immerse you without spoon feeding every single detail. The futuristic aesthetic is bold, but still restrained. Kind of gave me like that Alien Romulus type vibe, but with its own unique twist. And its own extraterrestrial that they have to deal with. You know, nothing nearly as menacing as a xenomorph, of course. A lot of the movie leans on the slow, lingering type shots. It really wants you to feel it rather than it telling you. And I really never got that it felt cheap or out of place. So that's always going to be a win in my book, especially when you're dealing with that type of budget.
For the most part, I can say I enjoyed this movie. The concept of repeating death, of exploring the idea that death isn't necessarily permanent, is wild. And when you think about the future, you have to ask, but when? Technology always seems closer than we expect. Bong Joon-Ho has a gift for humanizing characters, even in the most bizarre scenarios. Mickey 17 tries to balance high concept sci-fi with deep personal storytelling. It's classified as a black comedy.
What do you mean by that?
So you're not supposed to take every moment too seriously. But balancing futuristic themes with humor, sci-fi, and action, it can be tricky, and if not handled well, it can really feel like a tonal mess.
The ending is satisfying, but this third act, it felt like some characters changed their stance really out of nowhere. Not everyone, but a few. The real question is, was Mickey 17 worth it? I mean, that's really what you ask yourself in all these movies. Even with the long runtime, I just wanted a little bit more of a payoff, just a little bit. But what you guys truly came here for, what do we officially give Mickey 17? Save for stream.
Oh my God, streaming services are down.
All right, my beautiful people, it's y'all turn. Have you seen Mickey 17? What did you think? And here's a wild question for y'all. If a family member wanted to be an expendable, how would you feel about it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love to hear from y'all. And as always, make sure you tell someone you love them. We love y'all. Thank you guys. God bless y'all. And remember, let us go to the movies for you. Bye.